Hello, English 10. I hope everybody is safe and staying busy. I'm going to give you another episode of English 10 Othello from my house. You might hear kids arguing in the background, dogs barking, whatever. Here's Teddy. Teddy,
Huh?
say hello. Say hello to my class.
Hello, class.
Yeah. But let me set this down. But everybody, grab your books and follow along. I'm going to go through Act 5, Scene 1. It's pretty short. I think it's only like 7 pages. And ask you to complete the Act 5, Scene 1 questions. You have a hard copy of those. I think on the hard copy it's like Scene 1 and Scene 2. But on the Google Classroom page, there is a document with just the Scene 1 questions. You can copy it and paste it to a new document to answer the questions on and submit to the Google Classroom assignment. I mean, you could just put the answers on a doc too. Some kids like to have the questions on there, you know. Either way, I know the questions. You don't have to cut and paste them on there unless you want to. But anyway, Act 5, Scene 1. Enter Iago and Rodrigo. And if you remember, Iago is supposed to meet Cassio at Amelia's house for dinner that night. We know that from the last act. And so Iago knows where Cassio is going to be. And he tells Rodrigo to ambush him on his way there. He says he'll show him what to do. So that's what he's setting that up right now. So Iago, so they're somewhere it's dark out, and they're in the streets of Cyprus, okay? And Iago directs Rodrigo, here, stand behind this bulb. Straight will he come. Wear thy good rapier bare, and put it home. Quick, quick, fear nothing. I'll be at thy elbow. It makes us or mars us, right? It makes or breaks us, he says. Think on that, and fix most firm thy resolution. Be near at hand, I may miscarry it, all right? So Iago sets him up like behind a building. It says, wait here. When he comes around the corner, you can kill him. And Rodrigo says, don't go far, I might mess this up. Iago, here, at thy hand, be bold and take thy stand. Now he moves aside, so he hides, leaves Rodrigo there. And Rodrigo looks at the audience and says, I have no great devotion to the deed, and yet he hath given me satisfying reasons. 'Tis but a man gone, forth my sword, he dies. And he draws his sword. Right? He doesn't really want to do it. And Iago looks at the audience and he says, I have rubbed this young quat, this pimple, he calls him, almost to the sense. And he grows angry. Now whether he kill Cassio, or Cassio him, or each do kill each other, every way makes my gain. Live Rodrigo, he calls me to a restitution large of gold and jewels that I bobbed from him as gifts to Desdemona. It must not be. If Cassio do remain, he hath a daily beauty in his life that makes me ugly. And besides, the more may unfold me to him. There stand I in much peril. No, he must die. Be it so. I hear him coming. All right? So either way, Iago, no matter what happens, it's to Iago's gain, right? He'd like to see them both dead. Because if Rodrigo lives, then he could have to, pay back the gold and jewels that Rodrigo's been giving to him as gifts for Desdemona. And if Cassio lives, Othello could tell Cassio like what's been going on, and it could just blow up Iago's whole plan and his whole Iago could be held responsible for his actions. So he'd like to see them both dead. So enter Cassio, right? On his way to Bianca's house, in the dark, about to be ambushed by Rodrigo and Iago. Well, enter Cassio, and Rodrigo says, I know his gait, it's he. Villain, thou diest! And he thrusts at Cassio with his sword. Cassio, that thrust had been my enemy indeed, but that my coat is better than thou knowest. I will make proof of thine. So, and he draws and stabs Rodrigo. So Rodrigo went to stab him. Rodrigo's such a wimp that the sword deflects off of Cassio's heavy coat, and Cassio turns around and stabs Rodrigo. And Rodrigo's laying on the ground. Oh, I'm slain. Iago, who is hiding behind Rodrigo, stabs Cassio in the leg and then exits. Runs away. So now Cassio is stabbed too and rolling around on the ground. I'm maimed forever. Help, help, murder, murder. Now enter Othello. Now Othello enters, but he's not right there, all right? He's like on another part of the city. So they would set him up like kind of far away on the stage. And Othello hears the voices, right? And he believes that Iago has kept his word and has killed Cassio. Remember? Because that was Othello's charge to Iago when he made him his lieutenant. So Othello, from afar, he hears the men screaming in the night, and Othello says, "It's the voice of Cassio. Iago keeps his word." And Rodrigo, "Oh, villain that I am!" Othello, aside, "It is even so," right? Even Rodrigo's voice, he thinks is Cassio screaming in pain. Cassio, "Oh, help, oh, light, a surgeon!" And then Othello again, "'Tis he, oh brave Iago, honest and just, that has such a noble sense of thy friend's wrong. Thou teachest me," right? "You inspire me, Iago, with your bravery." As he just stabbed somebody and ran away. And now Minion, he's speaking to Desdemona, right? Even though she's not there, right? He's saying, "Minion, your dear lies dead, your boyfriend's dead, and your unblessed fate highs. Strumpet, right? You prostitute, I come. Forth of my heart those charms, thine eyes are blotted. Thy bed lust stained shall with lust blood be spotted," right? "I'm gonna kill you in your bed." Remember, that was Iago's advice to Othello. And Othello exits. He walks off the stage. Now we're back focused on the two men lying in pain, screaming in the streets, and enter Lodovico and Gratiano. And Lodovico is, we've met him before. We have not met Gratiano. And Lodovico is Desdemona's uncle. Gratiano, he was sent to the island. He's just a noble person. And he was sent there to give a message to Othello that he's to go back, and Cassio is going to be put in charge. And he is there with Gratiano. Gratiano is just another noble who is with Lodovico. And Cassio says, he's laying, What ho, no watch, no passage, murder, murder. And they hear him off in the distance yelling. Lodovico and Gratiano hear Cassio and ultimately Rodrigo off in the distance yelling. And Gratiano says, "'Tis some mischance. The voice is very direful." Cassio, "Oh help!" Lodovico, "Hark!" Rodrigo, "Oh wretched villain!" Lodovico, he hears it. He doesn't see anything, no. They're too far away. 2 or 3 groan. "'Tis heavy night. These may be counterfeits. Let thinkest unsafe to come into thy cry without more help." So, he thinks it might be a setup, like there's somebody setting him up to rob them or something like that. So he doesn't want to go. Rodrigo, "Nobody come? Then I shall bleed to death." So here comes Iago, right, with a light. He's dressed in his pajamas. Remember, he stabbed Cassio and then ran away. But he went and put his pajamas on and is carrying a light like he just woke up to try to, create an alibi for himself. And Lodovico says, "Hark, Gratiano. Here's one comes in his shirt with a light and weapons." Iago, "Who's there? Whose noise is this that cries on murder?" Like he doesn't know. Lodovico, "We do not know. Did you not hear a cry?" Cassio, "Here, here, for heaven's sake, help me." Iago, "What's the matter?" Even though he just stabbed him. Then Gratiano to Lodovico, "This is Othello's ancient, as I take it." Gratiano recognizes Iago. "The same indeed, a very valiant fellow." Iago to Cassio, "What are you here that cries so grievously?" Iago, "Oh, I am spoiled, undone by villains. Give me some help." "Oh me, Lieutenant, what villains have done this?" "I think that one of them is here about and cannot make away," right? He says, "I think one of them is still here and he can't run away." Iago, "Oh, treacherous villains," to Lodovico and Gratiano. "What are you there? Come in and give some help." Rodrigo, "Oh, help me. Here." Cassio, "That's one of them." Iago to Rodrigo, "Oh, murderous slave. Oh, villain." And he stabs and kills Rodrigo. And here's Rodrigo's last words are, "Oh, damn Iago. Oh, inhuman dog." Iago, "Kill men in the dark? Where be these bloody thieves? How silent is this town? Oh, murder, murder. What may you be? Are you of good or evil?" And he doesn't recognize Gratiano and Lodovico. Gratiano, right away. But and Lodovico says, "As you shall prove us, praise us." And he recognizes him. "Signor Lodovico, is that you?" "He, sir." "I cry you mercy. Here's Cassio, hurt by villains." Gratiano, "Cassio." Iago, "How is it, brother?" And Cassio says, "My leg is cut in two." "Mary, heaven forbid. Light, gentlemen. I'll bind it with my shirt." Right? Says, "Here, hold my light." Because remember, Iago came with a light. And he says, "I'll bind it with my shirt." So he's going to make a tourniquet. And enter Bianca, right? Cassio's side chick. And so Bianca is going to be obviously upset. She comes running in, right? Her boyfriend is laying on the ground, stabbed in the leg. "What's the matter? Ho! Who is it that cried?" "What? Who is it that cried?" Bianca, "Oh, my dear Cassio." She sees him. "My sweet Cassio, oh, Cassio, Cassio, Cassio." Iago, "Oh, notable strumpet. Cassio, may you suspect who they should be that have thus mangled you?" "No." Right? He doesn't know. Gratiano, "I am sorry to find you thus. I have been to seek you." Then Iago says, "Lend me a garter. So, for a chair, to bear him easily hence." Right? So he wants something to tie Cassio's wound up with, and he sends servants, because there's other servants there, for a chair, and he means like a stretcher to carry Cassio off to safety. Bianca, "Alas, he faints. Oh, Cassio, Cassio, Cassio." Cassio's in and out of consciousness because of his injury, maybe loss of blood, and Bianca is upset, obviously. Iago, "Gentlemen all, I do suspect this trash be a party in this injury." And he's indicating Bianca, pointing at Bianca. He's trying to frame Bianca. "I think she has something to do with this." And then back to Cassio. "Patience a while, good Cassio. Come, come, lend me a light." So he goes and he grabs a light from someone, looks more closely at Rodrigo, and he says, "Teddy." He looks at Rodrigo and he says, "Know we this face or no?" "Alas, my friend and my dear countryman, Rodrigo." "No?" "Yes, sure. Oh, heaven, Rodrigo." He pretends like he doesn't know that it's his friend Rodrigo that he just killed. Gratiano knows Rodrigo too. What, of Venice? Even he, sir. Did you know him? Know him? Aye. Signor Gratiano, I cry your gentle pardon. These bloody accidents must excuse my manners that so neglected you. Gratiano, I am glad to see you. So now that they all recognize one another, Iago, how do you, Cassio? Oh, a chair, right? He's calling for the stretcher again. Gratiano, Roderigo? Iago, tis he. A chair is brought in. Oh, that's well said, the chair. Some good man bear him carefully from thence. I'll fetch the general surgeon. So he's telling them to pick up Cassio, bring him to the general surgeon to get fixed up, and then he looks at the crying Bianca and says, "For you, mistress, save your labor." And then back to the other guys. He that lies slain here, Cassio, was my dear friend. What malice was... Oh no, he's talking to Cassio, I'm sorry. He that lies slain here, Cassio, was my dear friend. What malice was between you? What was the beef between you, Cassio, and Rodrigo? Cassio says, none in the world. Nor do I know the man, right? I don't even know this guy. Iago to Bianca. What, look you pale? Oh, bear him out of the air. Cassio in the chair and Rodrigo are carried off. And then he says to Gratiano and Lodovico, who are like, they turn around and like start walking away. And he says, no, stay you, right? He wants them to stay. Good gentleman. Because he wants to see, he's going to continue to try to frame Bianca in front of them. He says, look you pale, mistress, right? Why do you look so guilty? Then he looks at them and says, do you perceive the ghastness in her eyes? Nay, if you stare, we shall hear more anon. Behold her well, I pray you, look at her, right? Look upon her. Do you see, gentlemen? Nay, guiltiness will speak through tongues were out of use. Then enter Amelia. Remember Amelia, Iago's wife? So Amelia comes running in. Alas, what's the matter? What is the matter, husband? And Iago responds, Cassio has here been set on in the dark by Rodrigo and fellows that have escaped. He's almost slain, and Rodrigo's dead. Right? Cassio's injured. Rodrigo's dead. Alas, good gentlemen, alas, good Cassio. This is the fruits of whoring. Prithee, Amelia. Remember, prithee means I beg you. Go, know of Cassio, where he be supped tonight. Right? Go find out where Cassio ate dinner tonight. And we know that Cassio was on his way to eat dinner at Bianca's house. And Iago knows that too. Then he looks at Bianca and says, what? Do you shake at that? Are you scared, right? About where he went to eat dinner? And Bianca says, he supped at my house, but I therefore shake not. Oh, did he so? I charge you, go with me. He's making like a citizen's arrest or something. Amelia. Oh, fie upon thee, strumpet. And Amelia yells at Bianca, calls her a prostitute, and Bianca gets mad. I am no strumpet, but if life is honest, as you that thus abuse me. Right? You're no better than me. As I, fie upon thee. And Iago says, kind gentlemen, let's go see poor Cassio dressed. And then he looks at Bianca and says, come, mistress, you must tell another tale. Amelia, run you to the citadel and tell my lord and lady what hath happened. So he sends Amelia. Remember, Amelia is now on her way to the citadel, to the castle, to tell Othello what happened. And again to Bianca, will you go on a four? And then an aside, he looks at the audience and says, this is it. This is the night that either makes me or fordoes me quite. For those be quiet, right? This is the night that either makes me or breaks me. This is it. His whole plan has come to a head. And then they all exit in different directions. And then that begins scene 2. But we're gonna stop right there. Scene 2, I will read for you on Thursday. But everybody have a good day, stay safe, answer the questions, submit them on the assignment, and tune in on Tuesday. Say goodbye to my class, Ted boy. Teddy.
Bye, Dad.
Bye.